morning, folks. This is John Bauer with Blue Stem Ranch. It is August 18th, and we're just doing a little paddock move here. I'm just going to talk a little bit about our calving dates. Yesterday we pulled the bulls, so that means we will be having our last calves a little later, June 30th, June 29th, something like that. Anyway, we kept our bulls in for 42 days, so 2 full cycles, to allow the cattle to get bred, and whatever doesn't breed goes into our grass-finished beef. So right now we're getting them moved over. Come girls! Come girls! Whoop! We tend to calf a little later than most operations. Typically, well, around here, ironically, people will start calving in January, and calving continues all the way through. Basically, people like us who don't start until May and end at the end of June. The reasons we like to calf later than early is because I have no barn facility to calve out into. And so calving in January in North Dakota doesn't really work. To be honest, calving in January through middle of April really doesn't work in North Dakota outside. Either you're dealing with cold and potential blizzards or wet mud. It just doesn't work. When we first started calving out, I believe our first calf crop was in 2016, and that was we calved out about the 3rd week of April, and it was wet and muddy and cool, and I did not care for it. It was kind of a pain, always wanting to, and of course I was brand new to it, so I didn't know what I was doing, and so I was checking cattle all the time and trying to work in town, and it just didn't work. We kept moving it back, and it just seemed like even a week at a time wasn't cutting it, or, well, a few days at a time or whatever. It just wasn't cutting it. I just kind of realized that the weather really didn't straighten out until May. And so now our calving start date is May 15th, and we go through June. Typically we get most of our calves. We'll get a few to show up a week or 2 early. So these smaller framed cattle tend to not have as long of a gestation period. And most of them will be done calving after the 1st week of June. So it's really typically a pretty tight window. Right now we have very few cattle. We sold about half of them last spring because most of them were our original cattle, and so they were old. Some of them were anywhere from 8 to 11 years old, and saw it as an opportunity to maybe correct some financial management problems we had in the past with not selling when we should have, and what it did was it made our herd a lot more uniform. The cattle we have now are all from bulls that we've used in the past with the intention of getting the frame size down and making them a lot easier to finish and a lot easier to keep through the winter. They don't need corn or any other grain supplements. All they get is grass and mineral in the summer, and in the winter they get hay and mineral. Every once in a while, if we do have to supplement them with some energy, like a tub or something, we will if we end up having some real bad hay. But we've been doing a real nice job of evening out their ration with good and poor hay, so that we don't have to worry about supplementing any further than just the hay and mineral itself. Anyway, that was our move. Simple enough. Just cross the line and went on to the next side. We'll close this gate up right here for this post now, and they'll still have access in the lane to walk all the way down there to the water. You can't even see the water tank here. We're trying to work on getting a tank moved up here, but the process is taking longer than I'd like. So with that, I'll let you guys go. Have a good day, and we'll catch you next time.